Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Laura. If you've been here before, it has been a long time, so I don't know. Hopefully this reaches a lot of new people. But I used to make journaling content kind of like hit or miss before the pandemic, and I haven't done journaling since then. But I got back into journaling this year for a lot of reasons that I don't know, I just wanted to talk about. And so I wanted to talk about my current setup because it's taken me, I don't know, about 8 months to feel comfortable in a setup and know what I want, know what I don't, know what I want from a system in general. And honestly, I'm just getting FOMO because everybody has such cool stuff that they share online, and I want to do the same thing. So let's just dive in. Here are my 2 books that I use. This is my whole setup, and then I tend to carry this little packet around with me, but this is the system I've got going on here. And this, if you know, you know, is a traveler's notebook, which I don't know, pretty self-explanatory. And this, if you can't tell, is a Hobonichi. And yeah, I'll go over them one by one and why they work for me. But super excited to, I don't know, just make this video and share. It's been a while since I've shared myself really online and what, I don't know, drives me, gives me passion. And that's what this is. So excited to share. Like I said, this is the Traveler's Notebook, and this is my second cover. My first one was just a regular, I think it was the caramel one. But I've been wanting to get a Traveler's Notebook for the longest time, and shout out to Job's Journal, because honestly, he just makes it look so good. But he's given me this FOMO for this system specifically for the longest time. And I live in Tampa, and if you know anything about partner shops, we have a fantastic one in Tampa called the Paper Seahorse, which is so cute. So I was able to actually get my hands on a system, and the owners there are fantastic as well. I was able to hold and see other people using theirs, and it really just made me want to be a part of this community, which journaling is for yourself, but also, I don't know, I just love the community around it. It just brings me a lot of joy. So this book brings me a lot of joy. This is my second cover, and I don't really go road tripping a lot, but I've always wanted a Volkswagen buggy. So this is kind of me manifesting that one day I'll have one of these so that maybe I can take more road trips. Like I said, so this is the Yosaka Stationery stamp, which is the second partner store I've ever been to. And while I was there, I was like, oh, let me stamp this so that every time I go to a partner store, I can stamp my book. But the stamp was just like not working right. It a little bit frustrates me, but it is what it is. Cannot control things from the past. Going right into it, this is a plastic cover, like the plastic folder cover with the zipper. And this is, I like having this as like a little dashboard to, it's like a hello, here is cute stuff to look at. I got these stickers from Traveler's Notebook from the Paper Seahorse, and I just like how this looks together. I put them all together in the front so that I can use them, but I like almost never use these stickers. I honestly forget they're there because usually when I open the book, I just open to wherever I need to be. But this is just like a little cute, hello, this is my book. And this, if you know what this is from, if you're part of a Herbie house, let's be friends, seriously, because if you like journals and Herbie house, we're just meant to be friends. But this is a cute little, it's like a canvasy wax thing, and to show you both sides, it's like, it says Traveler's Notebook. I got this on Etsy, and a lot of other things that I got from the Etsy shop said Ben store, which I don't know if that's an official Traveler's Notebook store in China, I think it's from. But they have a lot of good stuff. I found minimal information about them online, but the store that I got this from, I don't know, I've just never seen something like it, because it's canvas, but it's like stiffer because it's wax, and it has this pen loop, which I'm just obsessed with. It's what I needed, really. So that's that. It has space for cards, as you can see, and then it has like a little thing here, which is currently empty, but it houses this pen, which, if you've been in the journaling community for any length of time, you've probably also been victimized. Not victimized, let me not say that, because I do like fountain pens, but you've also probably been curious about fountain pens, and this is the Quaco. I don't remember what this specific one is, but I just remember it was like a rare, like a collaboration or something, and they were selling this at the Paper Seahorse, that store, the partner shop for a Traveler's Notebook, and I just had to get my hands on it. But turns out I don't really reach for it much. I just tend to use my TWSBI Eco, and this just kind of weighs down this, but it's good to have when I need it, especially since I do carry this around everywhere. But that's that. Then we get into my planning, which I'll show you some pages. I might flip through the whole thing. I don't know, I kind of don't really have a plan. I just really wanted to talk and share. But this is the first half of the year, and this is the weekly horizontals. And a funny thing is, I think I realized I'm not a horizontal girly. But I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. As you can see in the front, haven't used these. And I'm alright with that, because I think I've realized that I just want to use the system the way that I want to use the system. Like, I was stressed about having empty pages and doing things, I don't know, just like having an ugly journal, something that I look back on and not like. But I think that that's one of the things that honestly brings me joy about the planners, the Traveler's Notebook, is this book is this small, and it's half a year, and it's just my planning. Like, I can stand to never look at my planner, like my plans, ever again, and it be okay, because I'm a daily journaler, memory keeper. So this, it has evolved, and like I said, this is the first time I'm in Traveler's Notebook, so I didn't really know what it was going to look like, but it kind of evolved. Like, this is a full week of me using it. It evolved into something that really worked for me for a long time, and then I lost my job, which, say la vie, but you can see, like, this is the week that I lost my job, so it goes from this to literally like nothing, and I have all these pages pinned together because I don't like the idea of, I don't know, looking at it. And so I want to see if I can like structure. I feel like in losing my job, I lost a lot of life structure, so I'm probably right after this video gonna start putting my week together for the next week and seeing like a restructured version of what this might look like for me. But it brings me to this little piece of plastic. Well, it's paper, but I laminated it. This is a paperboard that I made myself. I think that's what it's called. Paperboard that I made myself. And I'm literally obsessed with it. If you watch Amy Y'all, which if you watch planner content and don't watch Amy Y'all, that'd be surprising. But all of her, like lately she's been on a happy planner kick, and I am left-handed, if you haven't noticed so far, but I cannot fathom using a happy planner because of like the rings and doing like, I don't know, I need lay flat. I just need lay flat in my life. So the rings just, I cannot fathom. But she does have a point about the stickers. I love their sticker books. I've been collecting their sticker books for years and years and years and years. And they are just my absolute favorite because paper, you can write on them. But I took a few of the sticker books of stickers that I just wasn't using, and I made a dashboard where I can write on it. I got these are fine tip whiteboard pens, and you can just write whatever and erase them. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty freaking proud of this. I don't know, I've never seen these online before. If you know anybody who has made them, please let me know, because I don't know, I think they're so cool. This is literally has been so functional for me lately, and it's like all my plans, especially since a lot of times my tasks carry from week to week. Like, this is just something that I can just pop over without having to change all the information, and all my information is still here, which absolutely love. Next, moving on to this is a plain dot grid, the California one, because I don't know, I took a trip to California last year and I just thought it was cute. I used to, if you've seen literally any of my videos before, not expecting anybody to have, because it's been so long, and also did not have a lot of subscribers, but I used to be a bullet journal girly, and so dot grid feeds a piece of my soul that I just absolutely am obsessed with. And there are pros and cons to this, which I kind of think I'm going to switch this up and know which direction I'm going. But there are pros and cons to this system that I absolutely love. Like, I started in October because I was waiting for my Hobonichi to get here, and this just kind of filled in the space mentally before then, and it allowed me to document things before I had a dated planner. But I think I realized that I'm just like dated planner girly. Pros and cons, obviously, and I love the Hobonichi system, but in the Hobonichi system, I don't really feel comfortable putting Polaroids because they're a little too thick, and I don't know, I just feel like this got bulky fast because this is like a month or two of content, which I guess is not that bulky, but I don't know, I don't love bulk in my planner. I like it aesthetically. Like, this is not me knocking bulky, because like I did mention, I love like Emil's stuff, and I love when I see a lived-in planner. That's my favorite stuff. I don't know, I need to be able to carry this around, so I just get conscious about making things too bulky. But I like the freedom that this gave me to be able to kind of just journal and pop in and not have anything obstructing my view. But I didn't love the paper. I don't think I like Midori paper, and I'm obsessed with Tomoe River paper. So I have been honestly eyeing Bon Kuchin's website, because they have a Tomoe River paper dot grid that is sized for this, so I might get that. But right now, like, I really just use this for art journaling, which I don't do often, sadly. This is kind of this album came out in January. If you know, you know. Shout out. Again, let's be friends. If you know, you know. I really like music, if that's not evident. But I haven't used this much. It's really become a true traveler's notebook, because I only am using this when I'm traveling. But had plans to use the rest, and I just really didn't. And then this is the sticker release. This is another thing where I go back and forth on whether or not I need it, and it is not thick, so I don't see the point in taking it out, because it does serve a functionality. But I feel like there's just like a lot of dead stickers in here. But I do pull stickers from here from time to time. I don't know, when I get a sticker sheet, like a singular sheet, I'll usually put it in here, because it just houses it better. And then I think the reason why I'm ultimately keeping this is because of this. I got these 12 by 12 sticker sheets on Amazon, and of tarot cards, and I just like put these in here so that when I'm out and about and doing a reading, or like, I don't know, something tarot-y calls to me, or a tarot card is referenced, I have a sticker for it, and I can just put the sticker wherever it needs to go. It took me a little while to set this up, obviously, putting all these stickers in this book, but now it's a pretty easy system. Like I said, it took me maybe like 2-3 hours to place all the stickers, and I wanted to not give myself too much space because I wanted to not use every single paper in this book to be able to do that. But I don't know, I love this. Like, I put 2 stickers of each tarot card, and then like right here I need to fill in a card, which, if you know what this card is, if you can tell by where it is, it's interesting that this is empty. So yeah, I just refill this whenever I need to, and I honestly haven't I think I refilled it once, like a couple stickers, and now I have to do it like one more, but super handy. I'm obsessed with this. And then obviously my little sticker books. If you have seen anything on my channel, or if you like go look back and say, hey, she's cool, I want to follow her, hint hint, do that. But you can see that I also love One Piece, so like Chopper, and I don't know, just cute little stickers. I got a lot of the old books that I've been hoarding and just put the stickers that I liked from them in here, and then just handed out the rest of the books, give them to a friend, because I don't know, too many sticker books that I've been hoarding and not enough use of stickers, which this year, thankfully, I started becoming a girl who uses stickers, and that feels pretty good. So that's this system. I give this system, I don't know, for my current needs, I give this system maybe like a 7 out of 10. I do love this. I think this is beautiful. Like, I think this leather cover is beautiful. I love the feel and look and smell of leather. I just love the customization. It's just not super functional for me right now. So I do think that I'm going to continue with I want to try the vertical planners, but I definitely want to keep a planner. I think I'm definitely going to keep my sticker book, and then everything else. I think I just need to take out this section and make it a messy journal, like this is notes, this is whatever I need it to be, because that just offers the functionality that I need it to, and then maybe it'll be higher than 7. 7's not bad, and I do carry this everywhere, so love it, love her, fantastic. All right, so this is my Hobonichi, and this is the A5 version. I like when people hold their hands up to their book, because then I can tell, like, to scale. I don't know, does that work? Also, I did this henna, I wanted to show it off. Also, my sister-in-law did my nails, and I wanted to show those off as well. But this is my planner, my journal / memory keeper / I don't know, a little bit of everything. I'll get into it. I have my TWSBI Ego on here, and like I said earlier, like this is the pen that I use for everything, and I always am carrying around both books, so usually I will take this one out and write in my literally anything with this pen, and I'm obsessed with this pen. I am new to fountain pens, but I don't know, I'm not like a frivolous spender when it comes to things. Literally no judgment, because buy what brings you happiness, but I don't know, I'm just kind of anti-consumption in a lot of ways, and if I'm happy with this, I don't really see myself needing to get stuff. Like, sometimes I'll get a bug and then buy something, and that's totally fine, and I give myself the allowance to do that, but I don't know, I'm just happy with this, so I don't see this needing to change anytime soon. Like I said, this is the A5. This cover I found on Etsy. I searched for like a straight month every day for covers and came to the conclusion that this was the one. But I do have I do not want to take it out. I'll insert a picture here. That's the book I have. I have the One Piece Hon A5. I don't know which one is which. I have the One Piece Hon, and I love that cover. And I essentially, once this is done, like once I'm done using this, I want to take this cover with me to future Hobonichis. So eventually I'll be able to see that pretty little pattern that they have in the front. And if you're a One Piece fan, again, another thing where if you're into that fandom, let a girl know, because I love that shit. Can I say shit? Yeah. Hey, I curse. So if you're not cool with that, now you know. But this is my book. This is the opening, and I just have this, I got this tag at a festival and I'm obsessed with it. But I love how me this book feels. That's really the best way that I can describe it. Like, I really, in the 5-ish months that I've had and used this to find myself in a lot of ways, and I'm really happy about that. This is a Job's Journal sticker, Sunny's little angel, which is so cute. My husband. And fun fact, you might have seen this in my journal here. It was right here. This print. I keep a little bit of this washi tape in every journal that I have, because it is a washi tape that was on my grandfather's desk when he passed away. And so I always feel like it has a piece of him with me. So yeah, my washi tape, and then, I don't know, just a cute little Daisy sticker, because my dog's name is Daisy. I don't really use these pockets. Like, I have this, and it's not functional at all, other than like, yay, I love Puerto Rico. But this is, I don't like how bulky it makes the book when I do use this. Like, I used to have washi cards that I made, and I kept in here, but I just started carrying around like this little pouch and keep everything in here, because I don't like when this gets thick, because I want to be able to freely open and write in it. This is how thick my book is right now, and halfway through May, so not bad. Not mad at that at all. But let's go through a little bit. Chakras. I'm a chakra girly. I'm also an angel number girly, so that's what these things are. And then I was intending to, like, I just put a sticker sheet, like printer paper, down, and I was intending to like decorate this. I think I might actually like have a yearly recap at the end of this and put it here. Like I said, again, and funny enough, this is another one where I glued the front 2 pages together because I was unhappy with it. But like I said earlier, I am allowing myself to use the things that bring me joy and not use the things that don't bring me joy, or like things that I don't gravitate to. And that's a lot of what this front section is. Like, I don't know, part of me wants to be better about gratitude journaling, and the other part of me just, I don't know, doesn't open the book to that page. Like, I just kind of see the day I'm working in and then skip over it. But that's why a lot of these are empty. I did use these stickers. I just already put them there from when I got this book from, I think these stickers are from, yeah, these stickers are Abby Size, like, Patreon. So I just put them down, and they're super cute. And I don't know, maybe I will go, like, I'm letting myself evolve with this. You can see in January I used this, and then February didn't. And then I tried to do like a little dashboard thing. I might actually bring this back in some evolution for the next few months, but I'm just letting it happen naturally. If I don't vibe with it, I don't do it. So that's that. I want to kind of do a little walkthrough of this. Not super in depth and go through every page, but I'm just so happy I have this book, and this book really has helped me come to realize things about myself and like work through things and memory keep. And when I first got this, I really didn't know what this was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like memory keeping. And a lot of people talk about documenting the mundane, which in some ways I definitely think is important. But in other ways, like, I don't know, this book has just evolved to so much more for that. More than that for me. So some memory keeping, was very diligently doing that at the beginning of the year. But then like it was getting to days like this where I can see like I don't have anything necessarily other than journaling to memory keep today, and so I just processed some emotions. Same there, more memory keeping, and that's kind of how it started working. And then here you can see like the full, this became a complete like pull a tarot card and then journal about that, memory keeping. So that was kind of the beginning of this book for me, is like memory keeping / journaling about a prompt or something. Mainly I would say like 70 to 80% memory keeping, but then there were times where I just like was not journaling, and I'll go over a little bit of that later. But there were times where I wasn't journaling and I just didn't know what I wanted to put in this book. So I struggle with having empty pages in my book, but I think I've come to a conclusion of like what I want my book to look like so that I feel happy about it in any situation. And in February I just put February favorites. I did this in mid-March. I did this once I realized like what I wanted this to look like. And a lot of times if I have like a spread that I didn't fill, I'll just put like space to feel, and then you can see I time and date stamped this with another day. And sorry, hold for plane, I guess, but I guess also not. I live near an airport. But yeah, I use this for like writing about my day, writing about my emotions, and like just truly journaling. And this is like cute, but I'm getting less interested in it having to be cute, which honestly feels good as well. That's my pup. She is barking at something. So spreads like this, some of the spreads that I adapted to using when I had like an empty day or something became life latelys, which here's just some like bullet points about life lately, things that I just don't document in the day-to-day, but that become like, I don't know, relevant for that time of my life, for however much long. Like in February, everything chocolate covered strawberries was just tasted so good. And then I got really into Magic the Gathering. Like I said, I'm a nerd, so don't judge. But a lot of it is like memory keeping, and then if I get a sticker or if I get ephemera in the world, that goes in here too. Like this, for example, another day where I just journaled my thoughts and my emotions. And honestly, I am so obsessed with this. Before I go off on that, this is a playlist spread, which I think the three spreads that I kind of default to when I don't have anything else for the page is playlists, favorites, and life latelys. And so that's kind of just a look into that. But I'm so obsessed with this book. It really has made me, I don't know, just helped me grow over the last few months. And Amy All says, I think she got the quote from somebody else, but she says like, Hobonichi is the encyclopedia of your life, and that's really what this has become for me. So, like I said, space to feel. And sometimes I'll like write a question down one day and then revisit that later as a like journal prompt. Like this, when I did journal about this, which was like a month later, as you can see, it was because a lot of people were asking me this question. So sometimes I'll write a question down because it's something that I know I eventually want to process and journal about. Like you can see, like here is all emotion with like 2 stickers. And then it feels good to be able to, when I do have time, write down and process those emotions, which feels great. And then I like to do that when it's a whole spread. If it's not a whole spread, sometimes I'll just like sticker bomb, use a whole sticker. This is not a sticker bomb, this is one sticker, but I really like this sticker. Sticker bombs. And then that's really all of this. I said I wasn't gonna do a whole flip through, and this is me doing a whole flip through, so you're welcome for that. Like this, for example, I put sticky notes and I say, okay, this is like if I'm listening to a video about like, I don't know, something that's impactful to me, like self-help or spirituality or tarot, I just write down like questions that I might want to answer, things that I might want to reference when I'm journaling, and I'll use this. This is 4-9. So next time I want to journal, this is the next empty space. I'll just use this. And it's been so fantastic to do that. I honestly love this so much. One thing that I realized too is the reason I gravitate towards this system versus, I don't know, literally anything else is because, one, I like this amount of space for a day. Like I feel like this amount of space for a day is perfect because I don't want to spend too much time and like energy, one, decorating like a whole, because I'm a maximalist. I need the page to be full. Like I don't like empty spaces. So I feel like a bigger book would make me feel like I had to fill in the whole space. But then also I don't know, just having the dates is fantastic. Also, like I said, One Piece fan, so having One Piece little like thingamabobs everywhere is so cute. And then because the book has 2 little bookmarks and my cover has 2 little bookmarks, I literally like bookmark, okay, so this is where empty space is. This is where I need to journal next. This is that, actually this goes here. Or I want to talk about Whale Eyes, which, another shout out, 13 Moon Tarot. I'm obsessed with her. Like, if you're not into tarot and you're looking for somebody who you can vibe with when it comes to tarot, I recommend her because I never really cared about tarot. Not that I didn't care, but like, I don't know, I didn't connect with it until I started listening to her content. And so she talked about Whale's Eyes and I wanted to journal about that, but I haven't done that yet. So I have little bookmarks for empty spaces that I want to come back to. And this system works for me. It makes me feel that, one, I don't have to journal every day. 2, I don't have to journal about things that I don't want to. Like, this day could be, sure, I could go back and say, oh, let me write about what this day was. But this day truly just was uneventful, so why journal about it? Instead, like, use the space for something else. And it takes the pressure off of daily journaling, and also just like the pressure off of having to constantly create when I'm not feeling inspired. I do like I said, the daily because I like the idea of keeping the habit consistent, but it's not to the point where it becomes rigid. And it's a happy balance of like the lack of rigidity and freedom to move. And then I have another dashboard, which is another little pencil board that I made out of a giant Pokemon card. and then I painted the back. But that's my book. That's this book. And this is this book. And that's where I leave you today. Like, I guess. Subscribe, I guess. Haven't really done this in a while, so I don't really know how any of this works. But yeah, thanks for hanging out if you've been here. If you have, let's see, drop this emoji, this one. Drop this emoji. I'll decide which one during editing. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.